All right, we're going to watch Nina's butterfly. And Nina, when you're watching your butterfly videos, also check the email. In the email, you'll have some notes from Lynette, different things that we see that we want you to work on, different things that we see that you're doing really well. And these are little pieces of information that you can kind of check out before practice, after practice, even before a meet. If you don't really have time to watch the videos all the time, you can check that information out just to see what it is we think you're doing really, really well and what it is we think you can improve on. Okay, so there's just a couple things, and we're going to kind of start the video over, and we're going to take it step by step. All right. As we start the video real quick, Nina, you can see your hands are entering a little bit more wide than we want to see them going, okay? Ideally, we want your hands entering right at shoulder width apart. So when you're a little bit outside the shoulder width, you're actually missing out on the most strongest part, not the most strongest, but the strongest part of your pull, okay? So make sure your hands are entering a little bit more higher in that water. Make sure that your hands are entering a little bit closer together. Okay, your head's a little deep here. You can see, we do the body dolphin a lot, right? Where we talk about sinking the head in the water. We talk about sinking that chest in the water. You're a little bit deeper than we want to see. We don't want to see you quite so deep underwater, okay? It's the right idea, though. Again, you can see your whole back, actually even the lower part of your back, you're way too deep. We're going to show that a little bit closer as we get it. Want to make sure those hands aren't so wide. Eyes are down, which is great. It's just too deep. Too deep, too deep, too deep. Head position looks perfect, though, as far as keeping your eyes down. We absolutely love that. Good, quick breath. Your shoulders look like they're just above that surface, which is excellent. We like how your thumbs are down and your pinkies are up as you're doing the enter. All right, but so real quick, here's the thing. Your hips are way up here, right? Your head is way down here and your hands are right here. Ideally, what we want to see is your hands at the surface. Okay, so you've got just like this little bitty triangle that's really directed in the wrong way. If you can get your hands up here where they were, if you can get your hands up here and your head a little bit higher in that water, all of a sudden this is where the power and this is where the strength comes. And this is power triangle butterfly that we want to see. So we've got to make sure we're not going quite so deep with your head and not so deep with the hand. Keep your hand a little bit higher in the water. Okay, if you keep your hands higher in the water, your head's going to be under. I mean, just look at how much your body is going in a downward position. So stay near the surface of the water. So right here, I mean, after you take that breath, after you take that first stroke, this is where you need to be at all times. I mean, this is right where that body line needs to be. That's perfect. Absolutely, absolutely perfect. It seems to be more when you breathe that you're going too deep, okay? So that's good to know. All right, if you go into that turn, we want to make sure that those feet are kind of stacked on top of each other. So you got your feet separated a little bit too deep, and your hips are going towards that wall. Your knees are facing this way. If you stack those feet one on top of the other, and you're going to drive your knees in that wall, your turn is going to be a lot better. So make sure you stack your feet and drive your knees in. And as you come off, your head needs to be down in that streamline position. We talk about streamline all the time. Your hands are not together. Your head's above. So this is not a streamlined position. And your eyes are looking that direction. Make sure your eyes are looking down. 2. So 2 dolphin kicks. Now you've got your head in the right position. Perfect. This is where the head needs to be. But 2 dolphin kicks, we know how many we want to do. Say it with me right now. 6 dolphin kicks off the wall. If you do those 6 dolphin kicks off the wall and they're streamlined nice and tight, here's where the flags are. You're going to be coming out to the flags, which is where we want to see you coming all the time. First stroke looks good. Nina, your first stroke, your body position is so good. You got to keep your body higher in the water when you are breathing. Okay? When you don't breathe, you're perfect. When you don't breathe, absolutely love what you're doing to fly. It's when you breathe that we want to make sure we keep working on it. Okay. Good kick, Nina. All the way through. Your kick looks fantastic. Nice strength. 2-beat kick all the way through. Way to go.